Hello there, Internet. Welcome to this week's episode of Speak Out, Stand Strong. I've been kind of immersing myself in the LGBTQIA never-ending acronym of all that stuff. I've been kind of immersed in that community this past week, so kind of shout out to them. I'm going to do a story from there. I don't know how many of you have heard, but in Malaysia, the government has put out like a kind of a guideline for parents so they can look for symptoms of if their kids are gay or lesbian, which is absolutely horrible, just in the principle of everything, and then how they determine the symptoms there's a lot wrong. So before I get into the whole nitty-gritty of the thing, I'm going to give you guys my take, like just kind of messing around, public service announcement style. Alright, here we go. Parents, is your child attracted to someone of the opposite gender? Do they spend most of their time hanging out with someone who is of the opposite gender? Do your daughters wear dresses and have long hair? Do they like playing with dolls and fashion? Are your boys dressing in low-ride pants and snapbacks? Do they like playing football or just watching it? And cars? Are they good with tools? These symptoms are just a few of a very serious condition that is going on through children all over the world. If your kids exhibit these symptoms, please get help for them. They may be coming down with a case of being heterosexual. What? Now you guys see just how absolutely ridiculous this is, because that's not a problem. Oddly enough, we don't get all up in arms about people being straight, but we get all, they're gay, lesbian, bi, transgender, all the rest of the acronym. It's like, if you do the same, if you take what you pin on the community, the LGBT, so on and so forth, and then just take whatever word it is using and stick straight or heterosexual or whatever in there, you'll be going like, what? That makes no sense. Exactly. It doesn't make sense. The first thing I'm going to deal with is just the fact that they're calling these signs or traits or whatever symptoms. Like, being LGBT is a disease. I mean, I've given my friends a share of head colds, like really bad ones. After all, sharing is caring. But it's not like I've ever coughed on anyone and given them bisexuality-ness. I don't know, whatever. It's not like I've sneezed on someone or coughed on them and they've suddenly decided to like both men and women. Giving them colds, but not that. That's definitely one where it's just like, what? I can't spread this. It's not something I can spread at all. I can give people head colds. I've done it before. My friends blame me for giving them head colds all the time, but it's not like any of them have ever come up to me and gone, oh, you made me bi. There's that. And then if you actually read the list, it's kind of funny, some of the traits and stuff that they put out. So, we're going to start with the symptoms for being gay. Number 1. They have a muscular body and like to show their body by wearing V-neck and sleeveless clothes. Okay? I don't see how this makes you gay. Because if you go by that, then every football player is. Because they're all really muscular and have tight-fitting uniforms, right? They're not all gay. They're not. I mean, some of them probably are, but not all of them. And I'm pretty sure bodybuilders aren't. I don't know. So, I don't understand that one at all. Number 2. Prefer light, I can't read my handwriting, my bad. Prefer tight and light-colored clothing. Alright, whatever. Clothing has nothing to do with liking people of the opposite gender, and there are definitely gay people who don't like wearing tight-fitting clothes. So, alright. Number 3. Attracted to men. Well, duh. I will admit they did get that one right. If you're gay, you are attracted to men. But that's whatever. Number 4. This one's actually really funny. I think it's hilarious that this is even I don't know. Anyway, number 4. Like to bring handbags similar to those used by women when hanging out. What? How many women even bring those? Like, a lot of them do. It's just me who doesn't. But how many gay men do you know carry around giant purses? That's what pockets are for. They have pants that actually have pockets that are bigger than this, so they can put things in them. They don't need purses, and most of them don't carry them. Yeah, if that's true, apparently I need to go find some gay friends so I can put all my crap somewhere when it doesn't fit in my pockets. I don't want to carry a backpack. I don't know. Alright, now on to lesbians. Yay! Alright, so the number 1 sign that you can tell your kid is lesbian is if they are attracted to women. No, really? I didn't know that was a trait at all. I did not see that coming. Number 2. Besides their female companions, they will distance themselves from other women. That statement makes no sense at all. None. Is it saying besides the person they're dating or whatever? Is that what companion is? Or is companion friends or friendefits or what? If they're attracted to women, why would they try to avoid women? Just throwing that out there. Alright, number 3. They like to hang out, have meals, and sleep in the company of other women. That's not a sign that you're in a relationship with them. Like, straight women do that too. So, yeah. And then finally, number 4. They have no affection for men. That's just dumb. You know, just because you're attracted to girls doesn't mean you can't be friends with a guy. It's ridiculous. Just because you like girls doesn't mean you're a man-hater. And, you know, these are just classic examples of a lot of stereotypes that people in the LGBTQ, etc. community face, which is, you know, it kind of sucks. They kind of need to stop, and you can tell me any stereotype, and I can probably show you an example where it is true and where it's not. Because, that's part of a stereotype is that some people are like that. But the thing is, some straight people are like it too. Like some other ones for, cannot talk or think. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. And it's not just, lesbians and gays who have that. It's everyone else who's in the LGBTQ, etc. community. It's like a bunch of the ones for bisexuals, like there's one where, they're attracted to men and women, so they're really promiscuous and stuff, and I can fully testify that just because I'm attracted to both men and women does not make me any more likely to do anything. So of everyone I personally know, I am probably the most likely to end up alone in a giant house with 700 cats, forever alone. That'd be me. So that's not really, I don't put myself out there because I'm attracted to everything, because I'm not. I have the same standards that straight people do, oddly enough. Just because it has a pulse doesn't mean, pulse? What? Pulse? Just because something has a pulse doesn't mean I want to get with it. That would kind of be horrible. Another thing is, a lot of people, even within the community, there's a lot of bashing towards bisexuals. It's kind of, they think, people say it's kind of a bridge, or it's an easier way to come out, to kind of, help your family and friends along get used to the idea that, oh, hey, she or he likes both of them, and then, oh, okay, they're just, one, whatever, but, it's, an actual thing. It's not a phase. If it is, this has been a really, really long phase. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, sure, some people who are gay and lesbian do use it as a way to help their families out, but it is a legitimate thing, too. It's not something that, everyone grows out of, because I haven't yet. A part of the community that a lot of people, like, they're a minority within a minority is a transgender community. I personally can't speak on it because, I'm not transgender and I don't really know any actual transgenders. There's a lot of stuff that go with that. Like, if someone's transgender, don't just assume for what pronoun you use, like, ask them. Like, some people think that the pronoun change only happens after they get surgery. But, I mean, if someone identifies as a guy, they want you talking to them like they're a guy, That's just, if you're unsure, ask in a polite way. Don't be a butthead about it. Be cool. Another thing is, like, people sometimes think that it's kind of, like, some people use it as a way to make their gay relationship straight. I mean, like, if you're a girl and you're a guy transgender, you're using that to get straight relationships, which is not correct, because your gender and your sexuality, they're two completely different things. So, yeah, just because someone's a transgender doesn't mean that they're doing it to be straight. It just means that they're in a girl's body, like a girl to guy transgender. It just means they're in a girl's body, but they feel like they should be a guy. Alright, like, another thing is kind of tying in with the transgender thing, but, like, a lot of people think, like, the people who have the kind of androgynous look, which is basically you look at them and you aren't sure if they're a guy or a girl, then they're transgender, or, like, they're doing it to try and look like whatever gender they're not. And I can say from experience that is not the case, because I have definitely had, throughout my life, people thinking I was a guy and talking to me like I'm a guy, and it's like, nope. I might dress like a guy because I like wearing beanies, t-shirts, and jeans, but I'm not. I definitely identify with the female gender, but I just like wearing more masculine clothing. Like, my clothes don't affect who I am. They don't change that I'm a girl. So, it's the worst to have someone think you're the gender that you're not. We're getting personal. Yeah, that's good. And that goes for both the androgynous people and the transgenders. It's absolutely horrible to have someone assume that you're something just based on the way you look. And I mean, that's part of what humans do. We assume. I've definitely had my moments where I'm not sure if someone's a guy or a girl, but if I need to talk to them or something, I ask them. I'd rather ask and use the right pronouns than not ask and make someone mad at me because I thought they were something they're not. Yeah, so let's just cut the stereotypes, A lot of, some of them aren't hugely harmful, they're more annoying, but, using them in general just to kind of segregate a minority is crap. I just think that, we need to work with everyone, all over the world to try and get rid of some of the stereotypes about the LGBTQ, etc., community. So, yeah, just need to learn how to get along and not judge each other until we get to know them, And if you really take the time to get to know people who are in the community, then you'll see that it doesn't really apply to everyone and it's just dumb. It's my lesson today. Stereotypes are bad, kids. Don't do it. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. I have Facebook, Twitter, down there. What else? Can't think of anything. If you guys really want to talk to me about something, I'm going to put my email for this channel in there. Yeah. I make new videos every Monday-ish. Yeah, have a good rest of the week, and I will see you next Monday. Peace.